Yo, it's your third favorite sleep deprived college student here, and I got that good shit today. So recently, the playtest for Dark and Darker was open, and it was free to play. And I hate this game, and also it's one of my favorite games ever made. So for those that don't know what Dark and Darker is, it's basically if you took Dungeons and Dragons and Tarkov and shoved them together and made a spiteful, hateful baby. You play as a peasant down on their luck who can't even afford shoes. There are 6 classes, and if you've ever played D&D, you'll have a vague idea of what each one does, but there is only one correct pick. It's Cleric. Casting spells because you're a shiny head man of God that does not fear the undead. Everyone goes around the dungeon to get loot and to make gold, but you're there to purge heretics and heal the faithful. Don't let all these beta men tell you stuff like, oh, Rogue is the best class, oh, Ranger is so good. Wrong. What's your little butter knife and your little stick with a string on it gonna do in the face of God and his mighty wrath? The game has a simple but addictive game loop. You load into a game and try to get out through a portal with loot to make money. But you see, the problem is trying to escape, since everything in this godless dungeon wants to kill you. And if you die, you lose all of your stuff. So be prepared to die a lot. And I'm not joking, everything in this dungeon wants to make you its bitch and have their way with you. And you're gonna die, and die, and die, and die, and die, and die, and die. But with the right amount of luck and skill mixed together, you'll see that holy blue portal and you'll make it out, and that's when that dopamine will hit, and then you'll be hooked. I mean, this is video game crack, and I am hooked. The developers, Iron Mace, are like good drug dealers. They give you a little bit for free, and then they take it away, and now I'm willing to pay any price. They try to sell it to me tomorrow for 80 bucks, I would pay it. Sadly, the playtest is over now, and now I'm just stuck sitting here trying to make a video to feel close to this game in some way. But why do I love this game so much? I mean, this game should make me miserable. In the like 31 hours I played it, I think I escaped like 20 times. But when I did escape with that high blood pressure, and then that kick of dopamine that felt like black tar heroin, that's when I knew I was hooked. I mean, spending all my time just failing and failing and failing. But those couple times you escape, and even the times I was failing, I was just having so much fun playing this game. So what is so great about escaping? You make gold, that hard, lifeless cash, that money baby, bling bling. When you go into a dungeon, you loot around picking up jewelry and equipment. Then if you're lucky enough to escape, you get ripped off by this man. You get ripped off by all these people, other than Valentine, because he's a man of God. Unlike these soulless, greedy pigs, this guy right here, this goblin, don't trust him. You ain't getting anything good out of him. He will rip you off, then laugh, and tell you your mother's ugly. Eventually, you'll join the trading guild. Since you don't want to get ripped off, a foolish thought. You'll think, maybe I'll make a profit here. You see, everyone in the trading guild are off the perk, and can read this. But I'll be damned if I'm not off the perk as well. You see, if you don't want to get ripped off by the merchants, you can get ripped off by other players. Make a little bit more gold off those smelly, bloody boots. You see, the whole game revolves around you going into the dungeon to loot. So at some point, you will go back into the dungeon, if the servers are working, So this time you will come into the dungeon with gear and be ready to take on the world, and got some of those fabled shoes. Then you will die and be back at the depression table with all the gear gone and shoeless. So yeah, I just wanted to share this game with everyone. They haven't said when the next playtest will be, but they have said that the game will release in the 4th quarter. So when the game does come out, I'll try to make more content about it. And hopefully I'll see you there in the dungeon so I can steal your shoes. So anyways, please like and subscribe, and I'll see y'all in the next one.